Good morning, my name is Bando, this is Brexit Bando, and today I'm going to be talking about Corswain, Captain of the Dark Angels. Now, Corswain's one of those characters, if you don't know, who is come along through the Black Library. He is, I believe, the first captain of the Dark Angels, although they don't have a particularly standard command structure, and he is also the Dark Angel that had the testicles large enough that he ran the traitor blockade at Terra, blasted through Horus's ships in the Emperor's own flagship, did a wicked power slide through the back out of the ship, landed 10,000 Dark Angels onto Terra. 10 chapters of Dark Angels. Just straight up yeeted them onto the planet. On top of the Astronomicon in the Himalayas. Slapped the 3rd Legion around. And kicked them out. And then held the Astronomicon for the rest of the siege. This is Corswain of the Dark Angels. And he is an absolute mad lad. Now let's look at this model, because this model is a good model, and I'm pretty critical of models. You know me, I'm bitter, I'm twisted, and I hate everything. But I've got to admit, there's very little about the Corswain model I dislike. Let's get the stuff I dislike out of the way. He has a chainmail lined cloak. It makes the cloak look incredibly thick, but it's still pretty cool. The sort of fur on the back with the tails, not a big fan. Would have been more of a fan if there had been some sort of big lion, like the head of the pelt on there in some way. And some of the details on the cloak are a bit chunky. That's it. That's pretty much all the issues I've got with this model. The rest of the issues I've got are probably going to be with how it's put together, because these shoulder pads are under the cloak, which means I'm not going to be able to swap these arms onto someone else. Not a huge problem, if I'm going to be brutally honest. He's a great looking model. The helmeted head is perfect. Yeah, if that was the Mark 6 helmet for Dark Angels, yes please. Imagine an entire squad of Ravenwing bikers with that helmet. Oh, he's in Mark 2 Crusade armour. Oh, the subtle off-white colouring. There's even a watermark. I love it. It's great. The extra detailing on the Crusade armour with the piping and the really tiny rivets. Even his kind of knightly Shrek armour knee pads, I think, look great. They've toned down the keys and everything else on there. Yeah, it's great. Even his Obi-Wan Kenobi face is, absolutely fine. It's one of the better hooded heads they've ever done. And I could see that working for a lot of Dark Angels characters. Yeah, all in all, this is a really solid model. Forge World have knocked it out of the park. The only issue I have with this model is the fact that it has taken so long to come out. Yeah, lovely. Absolutely lovely. Glad it's not on a ridiculous sized base. Yes, he's on a tactical rock, but it's not so egregious that you couldn't rebase this model. It looks like you just need about 1 millimeter's worth of plasticard or something under his foot for basing it to work anywhere. So yeah, no, really good model. Come back to me when we find out the price and I get to see what it looks like in bits. This backpack's fantastic. A really nice archaic looking backpack with the kind of almost with like the Dark Angel's wing on the red bit on the back. Yeah, no, really, really like it. Yeah, solid model. Now, did we need it? Not really. We are still waiting for Praetors from a lot of legions. We're still waiting on plastic kits for some really valuable and needed troop choices. But no complaints, because this is a different team that's going to be working on this than are working on, say, plastic breaches, so that's ignored. But yeah, I would have preferred something like the Raven Guard Praetors, or the Salamanders, or the Iron Warriors. Actually, did we get Iron Warriors? Oh no, we got Death Guard recently, didn't we? Yeah, Iron Hands. Where are the Iron Hands Praetors? Where are the Iron Hands anything? So yeah, I'm hoping we get the Shattered Legions. I'm assuming, my current line of thinking is we're going to get Shattered Legions together. They'll do a campaign book for the Shattered Legions for Isthmus, because this is all Siege of Terror, so we're all covering Siege of Terror stuff at the moment. So I'm assuming we'll probably get those Shattered Legions later for an Istvan book, and they'll cover things like Ag then. And that's maybe when we'll get like Plastic Mark V and stuff. But yeah, good model. Really good model. Hope you guys pick it up. Hope you guys have some fun with it. I am very tempted to do a Dark Angels army. I'm far too poor to do a Dark Angels army. But when's that ever stopped me? Well, that's it. My name's Bando. This is Breakfast with Bando. You have a great day.